We would look for a way of doing this without falling into the problems that existed with the Liberals' version of this, but we are starting with a definition of what I'm calling an obligation of result. For the NDP, the obligation of result is that the police are able to track every gun. That has to be there both for public protection and for protection of the police themselves.
Welcome back. I'm Ezra Levant. The $2 billion long gun registry, which was shut down by Parliament, would be revived by the NDP if they ever formed government. Yesterday, opposition leader Thomas Mulcair, you saw him, told reporters it's important for police in Canada to track every gun. Liberal leader Justin Trudeau also weighed in on the debate, saying if elected Prime Minister, he'll propose measures to reduce gun violence, but he wouldn't go so far as to bring back the firearms registry.
Well, I have said very clearly, and I will repeat it, the Liberal Party will not bring back a gun registry. There are many different ways that jurisdictions around the world are looking into gun control. A lot can be done around classification. A lot can be done around proper review of the people wishing to file, to purchase firearms.
Tony Bernardo, the Canadian Shooting Sports Association Executive Director, joins us with more now in Toronto. Tony, great to see you again. I understand what Thomas Mulcair is saying. He just wants to bring back that long gun registry, even though many police said it was useless. It made no appreciable impact on gun crime at all.
Right.
He's just going for that old touchstone. I get it. I do not understand what Justin Trudeau means, classifications. Does he mean, well, we'll just ban things like, do you even understand what he means?
Yeah, that's exactly what it means. It means they're going to do the same thing they did the last time they were in power and just go through a list and take everything that they don't like the look of and put it onto a prohibited list.
You mentioned like the look of, because I heard Justin Trudeau say assault weapon, assault rifle. That's actually not even a technical term.
No, it's not. No.
It just means something that looks scary.
It's something that looks scary to them. Yeah.
Yeah. So the same gun, if it's beautiful wood and you see it, duck hunting, you paint that black and put on a scope, all of a sudden it's an assault weapon.
Absolutely.
These guys don't know guns at all.
Absolutely not. And, it's been very evident by the rhetoric coming out of both those parties in the last week and a half regarding C-42. And the Liberals put out a couple of posters, and I don't know if you've seen these, Ezra, but they are unbelievable.
What's unbelievable about them?
They say in one of the posters that the Harper government is bad because they're taking the ability to make laws away from the police and giving it to politicians.
That's sort of strange. I didn't think the police made laws. I thought they enforced them.
Yeah, that's what we all thought too when we elected the politicians to do that. Yeah.
See, the Liberal Party truly could call itself the national party. It always had a big gap in the West, but it used to be represented well across the country. Now it's down to its smallest rump, really, in history by popular vote. It's really the city of Toronto and Montreal.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if they can, if they want to be prime government, of course they want to be, I don't know how they can find enough seats to become a majority if they take a run at rural Canada. Let me quote, not myself or another right of center guy, let me quote Wayne Easter of the Liberal Party himself. Take a look at this clip, Tony.
We need rural Canada in our camp, and I can tell you gun control cost us in rural Canada at least 60 seats. So I'm urging everyone, this is not a well-thought-out resolution. It is really talking about reducing the number of firearms. No idea how you do it.
I don't know if that was supposed to go public. I don't know if that, I mean, he was basically saying, please do not declare war on, he's from the Atlantic, high gun ownership rates in a lot of Atlantic provinces.
Absolutely.
I think that might surprise people. Yep. I mean, I know that sells in downtown Toronto and downtown Montreal. Those places are already voting Liberal. Right. Let me ask you a question, Tony. Have you received any support from either backbench Liberals who have a toehold in the rural parts, like maybe Ralph Goodale in Saskatchewan, or Liberal candidates saying, please don't make us go through this debate again?
Not officially.
Well, of course not officially.
No,
have you heard anything back channel?
There's been one or two that have said to us that they don't want to go back into this wormhole again. Yeah. But for the most part, they back the leader.
Let me quote Charlie Angus. I want to quote him last time around. This is a few years back.
Sure.
He's a New Democrat MP.
Sure.
Speaks for that part of Canada that the New Democrats, if they're going to grow, would have to grow on. Let me quote that. He was speaking in Parliament 5 years ago. Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, I represent a very large region where many people have guns because they live in rural regions. I would say that the people in my riding are very responsible Gun owners, of course they are, because he wants them to vote for him.
Right.
Last word to you, Tony. Do you think that we will have a gun registry in Canada again, even if the Liberals or the New Democrats took power?
I think the New Democrats would do it. They don't care about spending $2 billion of your money on silly gestures. The Liberals, I think they're too scared to actually go there. But they're going to ban things for sure.
Tony, great to have you on the show again. Thanks for being here. More.